Happy Friday.
I hope you are having an amazing start to your weekend and you're excited to look at some really beautiful polishes. We have about 10, I think, to look at today, and I'm pretty excited about them. Oh man, y'all are popping off in the chat. I love it. That's what happens when you show up, casually late to your own stream. Sorry to keep you waiting, Medusa. I was like, I always think it's not going to take long to set up for these, and then it always takes me longer than I think I need to to swatch everything and get all the information together. And yeah, but we're here now, and it's going to be amazing. So we are going to look at 10-ish polishes. If it's your first time joining, hey. Welcome. We're looking at HHC items today, and HHC is a monthly collaboration between a lot of indie makers. They sell mostly nail polish, but a lot of other things too: hand care, nail care, wax, some delicious pineapple candy that maybe, yes, I bought 2 bags of last time. Last month, it was so good. Um, but they sell lots of amazing things, and they open every month from the 14th of the month through the 21st. So the wish list is actually already live, as some people have mentioned in the chat. If you haven't seen it yet, go click that link down in the description box and you can see all of the items that are available. What I'm sharing with you today is only a small portion of what I've got or what they have to offer. And there are lots more really beautiful things available. So, yeah, go check out the site, go gush over the wish list. I already have. One more thing, the wish list does go live for HHC every month on the 1st. So you have that nice 14-day, 2-week window to kind of peruse the site and really narrow down your choices and decide what you want. So I gotta love that. I love that. Hey, Medusa. Hey, Mercedes. I was just watching your PPU video. Mercedes has a YouTube channel, y'all. Hey, Mercedes, go check it out. She's so good. Hey, Wendy. Natalie's here. Danny Viana's here. Eloise, Liz, Melissa. Yeah, thank you all for coming. This is actually, sorry, I feel like I'm talking too much. This is my last HHC live stream, at least for a little while. If you didn't see my polished pickup video, I made an exciting announcement. I'm expecting, and my husband are expecting, a baby in January. So I'm going to be taking a extended break from swatching. I still have quite a few live streams this month and some swatch and reviews left. But yeah, we're going to kind of wrap up that stuff this month, and then I'll continue to post where I'm planning to, but it'll all be nail related content, but it will be not swatch and reviews. It'll be other nail related content. So, yes. All right. Getting into the HHC stuff, the reason why we are all here. Thanks, Whitney. So, we're going to look at today's items in rainbow order. Ah! It's been that kind of day, you all. Forgive me. So, first, we're going to start with actually a really beautiful topper. This one comes from Indie Polish by Patty Lopez. It's called Tears to Shed. And it is described as being a topper with red to black to green micro flakies and red metallic flakes. It's going to be $13 and it will be capped at 100 bottles. So in the bottle, I get a whole lot of the red. I feel like that's the predominant color in here. And if I'm being honest, it's totally giving me Halloween vibes. But I also see the black in here. And then I see some of those shifts in those red flakies. You can kind of see them towards the top of the bottle here. Yeah, really, really beautiful. I am having a baby girl. Haven't really announced that yet on the nail world, but might as well. I'm so excited. So, so excited. We're very excited. Okay. Sorry. I'm going to get sidetracked a lot. I can already feel it. All right. So, going in with the first coat of Indie Polish by Patty Lopez, Tears to Shed. And this is continuing the Tim Burton series. So, as you can see, we get a really nice balance of flakies and base there. Lots of flakies. You can definitely see the colors pop, but you can still see the base color underneath this topper. So that's really cool. You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. Every time I talk about it, it feels a little bit more real and I get a little bit more excited. So that was one coat of Indie Polish by Patty Lopez, Tears to Shed. And we'll come back around here in just a little bit to add second coats to all of these. But we'll swatch a few more to let that first coat dry. And then if you haven't attended one of my live streams before, we will also take a look what some of these look like over black, and then we'll take a look at all of them mattified so we can see that as well. Yes, this is a good one, Wendy. It's really beautiful. I love red flaky toppers. I have some already, but I think they're a lot more dense than this one, and I like that this one is so sparse because I really like seeing that base color underneath. All right. This next one comes from Music City Beauty, and it's called Coat of Many Colors. It's continuing the Dolly Parton series, and it's a full coverage micro glitter full of red, pink, violet, gold, and turquoise holographic micro glitters and silver reflective glitters. It's going to be $13.50, and it will be capped at 100 bottles. You guys are cracking me up. Oh, thanks, Evan. I hope I would love that. That'd be so much fun. We would have a blast. Christine, you are so funny. Thanks. All right, going in with the first coat of Coat of Many Colors from Music City Beauty. My brush was a little bit wonky on this one, and it is very, very thick. It is definitely what I would consider to be a glitter bomb. It's got a base, but it's got a lot of glitter packed in here. Depending on your application, you could get this one in one coat for sure. For sure. I think at my nail length, one coat, no problem. And honestly, you might love it in one coat because with how glitters are, it's going to be thick. It's not going to be a thin one coat. It's going to be a thicker one coat. So one coat dries down to a very textured finish. So if you don't love textured polishes, I recommend a glitter smoother of some kind. There are so many great ones out there. I love cuticulas. I love glisten and glows. I love color and KB shimmers. They're all fantastic. And then a nice glossy top coat too to smooth it all out. But that is one coat of Music City Beauty, Coat of Many Colors. It's going to be $13.50 and capped at 100 bottles. Are you collecting the Dolly Parton series, Medusa? It's been such a fun series, and I actually really love this color. Just that blend of shades, the red, pink, violet, gold, turquoise, all of those colors. I don't know. It kind of gives it like I don't know. It's a really interesting like berry tone when combined. I think it's beautiful. Yeah, I love that one. Oh, no one. I didn't know that you had a daughter. I'm looking forward to that, except for the sharing. All right, we'll look at one more before we go in for second coats. Bam! I bet you weren't expecting to see that on your screen. How pretty is this color? It comes from Night Owl Lacquer. It's called Sexy Squash. What a name. And it's part of the Gilmore Girls series. It's described as being a pumpkin orange jelly filled with orange to copper to gold to green crystal chameleon flakes and orange holographic glitters. It's going to be $12.60 and there will not be a cap. And yeah, same Olivia. Same. Same Christine, Natalie. It's so beautiful. I love all the glitters. I love all the flakies and the base. Perfect for fall. So fun. So this one has a fun, woo, let's get that fuzzy off. This one has a fun squishy jelly base, but you can see it's packed with glitters. I did not fish. They come right out. So I'd recommend thin coats with this one, 2 to 3 coats depending on your application and nail length. 3 coats will definitely give everyone full opacity because there are just so many flakes and glitters in here that it builds up really quickly and really well on the nails. But yeah, this one's a really fun one for fall. I love that you put pumpkin in the description because It's called Sexy Squash. So that is one coat of Night Owl Lacquer Sexy Squash, $12.60 and no cap. I've been loving Night Owl to Christine. They just come up with so many really cool polishes and amazing finishes. See you, Whitney. Have a good weekend. All right, let's go back and add second coats to these. So first we're looping back around to Indie Polish by Patty Lopez, Tears to Shed. This one is the Tim Burton series. Wow. Okay. Tim Burton series. There we go. $13 and it's going to be capped at 100 bottles. If you want more flaky goodness on your topper, you could always go in for 2 coats. Or if you're a more is more person instead of a less is more person, then you could go in for 3 coats. And I'll show you what that looks like in a second mattified. But there you can really see all of those gorgeous, irregularly shaped red flakes, the tiny little black ones accented in there as well. Really fun combination. So that one is going to be $13 and capped at 100 bottles. And it is actually also going to be available as a duo because Indie Polish by Patty Lopez usually offers a topper and a standalone polish, and then she offers them together as a duo. So we'll check it out with its partner polish here in just a little bit. Sexy Squash was pretty textured because of all the glitters in there. I would recommend a glitter smoother and a glossy top coat for that one, and removal is going to be a little bit difficult. But it's not so glitter heavy that, um, like some glitter heavy polishes, I add a glitter smoother and a glossy top coat, and after waiting an hour for it all to dry down, it's like, oh, I still feel texture on my nails. It's not like that. It doesn't have that much glitter. So I think just glitter smoother, glossy top coat, you'd be good to go on Sexy Squash. That's fun to say. All right. Next is Music City Beauty, coat of many colors. I like that comparison, hey Mercedes. Now I want to wear it for like a back to school mani. I like the red flakies too, and I feel like they can go with like anything. So this one you don't need a second coat for, this Music City Beauty. But if you want to, you definitely could. Longer nails, you might want a second coat, but any more than that is really pushing it. And look at all of that wonderful hollow. So sparkly. And I think this shade is also wonderful for fall. And I love these kind of polishes in the fall because the base color or the glitter color, I guess, is very fallish, but you still have some sunshine in the fall, at least where I live. So you still get to enjoy all of that gorgeous hollow before winter comes. So that's 2 coats of Music City Beauty, coat of many colors. $13.50 and then capped at 100 bottles. And then the last one in this little group is Night Owl Lacquer 6 Squash. It's going to be $12.60 and there will not be a cap. Oh yeah, definitely a glitter smoother for that Music City Beauty. Maybe even potentially an extra coat of glossy top coat. So in 2 coats, you really get a better buildup of color on this Night Owl lacquer. Start to see that pumpkininess that you get in the bottle and the flakes. The flakes! Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so fun. They really start to pop. And I feel like you guys are seeing a lot of red and orange and gold. But in person, I can see a lot more of the green shift too. So really beautiful, perfect for fall. That's Night Owl Lacquer Sexy Squash, $12.60 and no cap. Candy corn me. All right, let's look at the mattified. So here's what they look like with a matte top coat. This one's in 3 coats, so you can see what that topper looks like in 3. I kind of love how it looks in 3, so I think I would wear it in 3 coats over my bare nails with a glossy top coat for kind of an understated, scary manicure. There's what the Music City Beauty looks like mattified. Really cool. Looks like cloth or something. And then there's the Night Owl Lacquer mattified. So beautiful. I just love those flakes. Gorgeous. And then I did decide to put over black the topper, the Indie Polish by Patty Lopez Tears to Shed. And then here is what the Night Owl lacquer looks like over black as well. Both are so cool. And the Night Owl lacquer, I was surprised, looks amazing over black. It really brings out the shift in all those flakes and the hollowness in the glitters. Love it. Love it. Love it. You're on the fence, Medusa? It is a really fun orange if you're in the market for an orange. I bet you will really like it. If you like glitter and you like orange. Hey Hannah, I'm so glad you're here. Oh my gosh, look at this, you all. Bet you can guess this brand. Who does Shifty Shades so well? Well, so many makers do. It is, drumroll please, Bee's Knees Lacquer. Our next shade comes from Bee's Knees Lacquer. It's called Baby Bunny on the Hill. Gosh, the shifts. So this one is continuing the Demon Slayer series. Good job, Evan. It's described as being a mid-tone green with glowy pink to green shimmer. It's going to be $13 and there will not be a cap. So pretty. Oh my gosh. I could stare at Shifty Shimmers all day long. I love it. So this one was pretty sheer on that first coat. When I swatched this one, I did still have visible nail line in 3 coats. So if that's not your thing, you will probably want to pair this with some kind of um, other base shade, either a blurring base coat or a base color that is similar. But it does build up really beautiful in 3 coats. Ooh, Natalie. Are you on Instagram, Natalie? Is there any way you can send me a message? Because my nail room is a wreck right now and it's going to take me a long time to find that one. But if you send me a message, I'll remember and I can send you a message with that comparison. Did that make sense? Oh, thank goodness it's Friday. um, but anyway, this one, if I just had to give you a description based off of my memory, the shifts are kind of similar, but this shift to, can you see it on the camera? This shift to the purple was not as purpley in the Dom nail polish, and the base color is also a bit more saturated with this one, and the base color of the Dom nail polish was slightly more dusty, if that helps right now. But yeah, send me a message. Thank you so much for coming, Danny. Have a great weekend. We can't wait to look at your polish. Yeah, no problem, Natalie. All right, so that is 1 coat of By Danny Viana Baby Bunny on the Hill. It's going to be $13 and there will not be a cap. All right, and then we've got another gorgeous green shade. This one's from Linby Designs, and it's called Consider This My Olive Branch. It is continuing the Schitt's Creek series, and it's described as being a pale green, intensely hollow base with pink to yellow to green to blue shifting shimmer. It's going to be $13 and capped at 100 bottles. Whew. So pretty. I love these hollow shimmer polishes that Linby Designs does. They are gorgeous. Hey, Jess. Happy Friday. You made it. All right, so let's go in with the first coat of Linby Designs. Consider this my olive branch. This one's pretty sheer on that first coat. It kind of has a crelly base, so it leans a little bit creamy and builds up well in 3 coats. I reached full opacity at my nail length in 3 coats, but if you've got longer than nails than me, you may have a little bit of visible nail line with this one. Yeah, it definitely is. Once you build up the base colors, you can kind of see a little bit of difference. Let me see. But yeah, they are close. This one's more seafoamy, and then this one's more, oh gosh, I don't know. More of a jade green. I feel like it's coming off a little bit dustier. Oh, it is. This one looks dustier on camera than it does in real life. In real life, it's more green than it's looking on camera. Didn't realize that. All right, so that is 1 coat of Lynn B Designs. Consider this my olive branch. $13 with a cap of 100 bottles. Aren't groceries the worst, Jess? All right. And we'll do one more and then we'll go back for second coats. So the other polish from Indie Polish by Patty Lopez is this beauty. It is called the Wedding Song. And it is described as being a teal base with hollow micro glitters. It's also part of the Tim Burton series. It's going to be $13 with 100 bottles available. Such pretty hollow in there. So I was telling Natalie A. Crown that I do not know where my Dom nail polish is, but if you have Instagram, send me a message on Instagram and then I might post it to my stories as well so others can see that comparison request so I can remember to hunt it down and find it because just with everything going on, organizing my nail room has not been my priority and it shows. All right, so going on with the first coat of Indie Polish by Patty Lopez, The Wedding Song. This one has a really beautiful jelly formula, lots of hollow packed in there. The description says glitter. Um, I didn't feel super glittery from this one. I wonder if it was supposed to say pigments because I did not have much, if any, difficult with removal for this one. It did not dry down with any texture. So, yeah, if you're glitter phobic, then don't sweat that with this polish because maybe it is really pigments. It looks like pigments to me. So really beautiful on that first coat, super smooth and jelly-like. And it's going to build up to full opacity, I think, for everyone in 3 coats. So gorgeous, gorgeous. Another pretty fall shade. That's Indie Polish by Patty Lopez, The Wedding Song. $13 and capped at 100 bottles. Hey, Jessica. I like your first one that has hi. Hi. uh, I know, right, Christine? I can't resist a good turquoise. I just can't. They're so beautiful. All right, we'll go in for second coats and then we'll look at them over black and mattified. So going back in with Bee's Knees Lacquer Baby Bunny on the Hill, the Demon Slayer series. So on the second coat here, we get a much brighter base color. And this is where I think it really differs from the Dom. The Dom is a little bit dustier, and this one is a little bit more of a bright green. And then it gets even more saturated on that third coat, but still some visible nail line there and gorgeous shimmer. So that's 2 coats of Bee's Knees Lacquer, Baby Bunny on the Hill, $13 and capped at nothing. No cap. I love no cap. That's fun, Krista. Well, good for you for doing something on Friday. I think it'll be a long time before I do anything on Friday. And then from Linby Designs is Consider This My Olive Branch. This one will be $13 and capped at 100 bottles. You're so welcome, A Crown. All right. And on the second coat, this one starts to build up a little bit more as well, but it continues to be a really soft sea foamy green. So beautiful and ethereal and very hollowy. So that's 2 coats of Linby Designs. Consider this my olive branch, $13 and capped at 100 bottles. And really nice formula on that one as well. We'll take a look at that one over black too. Actually, all 3 of these were pretty over black, so I swatched all 3 of them over black. All right, and then last, Indie Polish by Patty Lopez, The Wedding Song. So beautiful. So hollowy. This one is $13 and capped at 100 bottles. We'll look at the duo option as well. So here's what it looks like on that second coat. You can see that base color starts to deepen up. Really beautiful, easy to work with formula. And the more coats you add, the darker it becomes. Gosh, I can't get enough of colors like that. So that's 2 coats of Indie Polish by Patty Lopez. The Wedding Song, it's going to be $13 and capped at 100 bottles. And so that one is going to be available as a duo with this one, Tears to Shed, which is a really interesting combination. I'm always saying this about the duos, but they're never combinations that I would put together myself. So I think it's really interesting for the makers to do it because it always turns out so beautiful, so beautiful. So if you'd like the duo is going to be $25, so it'll save you a few bucks if you get them together if you like them both. And the duo will also be capped at 100 bottles. So 100 bottles, 100 bottles, 100 duos. And then $13 individually or 25 together. So let's look at Tears to Shed. I'm really struggling with that name for some reason. I want to say Tears to Shred. I want to say No Tears Left to Cry. Oh, Fridays. Ooh, that's a fun combo. The red really pops against that blue base. Look at that. That's cool. Now I want to put that topper over everything. Yes, Olivia, you will have this available for replay later, for sure. So that is the Indie Polish by Patty Lopez duo for this month, The Wedding Song, topped with Tears to Shed. I love it. I love it. Very fall, also. Oh, I like a wedge salad, Krista. You're making me hungry. Yes, I linked it on the Hella Handmade Creations Facebook group too. Ooh, let's look at them mattified. All right, so here is what they look like mattified. And I feel like these look closer on camera than they do in real life. Again, this one's a little bit more saturated. This one's a little bit softer and more pastel. But there's the Bee's Knees Lacquer, Lynn B Designs, and Indie Polish by Patty Lopez. All three mattified. Look how pretty. They look like velvet. I like. And then here's what they look like over black right here. Wow. Bee's Knees Lacquer. Look at the shimmer. I'm just like always flabbergasted looking at them over black. Linby Designs over black. And then Indie Polish by Patty Lopez over black. Holy cannoli. If they weren't fall enough before, just put them over black. All three look so beautiful. So beautiful over black. My goodness. It really makes that hollow pop. Gorgeous. All right. And now we have three more really pretty shades to look at. They're so pretty. All right. This next one comes from Colorista Carol. See Patty Lopez topper over black? Yeah. It's this one right here. It's the Indie Polish by Patty Lopez topper over black. So pretty. I love those red flakes. And then the next one, and let me shake it up, is from Colorista Carol. Oh my gosh, I love. It is called Rio, and it is part of the South American Landmark series. It's described as being a cornflower blue with subtle aurora shimmer, hollow flakes, and hollow micro glitter. It's going to be $13 and capped at 100 bottles. Now, the top of mine says reflective, but the description does not say reflective, and I don't see reflective in here, so I don't think there is reflective glitter, in case that's not your thing. There is hollow micro glitter and aurora shimmer and hollow flakes, though. I agree. Super icy, and wait till you see it on the nail. Oh my gosh, I really like it. So pretty. I know you're right, Wendy, because uh, that seems like that would be an easy mistake to make to put on the wrong lid. Oh gosh. It's like a winter wonderland. Like, I want to wear this in January when it is snowy and icy, and oh my gosh, it's perfect. Perfect. So that's one coat of Colors to Carol Rio. It's going to be $13 and capped at 100 bottles. And that one, I think most people would be good with this one in 3 coats. I would say 2 to 3 coats. It does have a kind of crelly base. It is kind of soft and sheer, but I think 3 coats would be perfect for most. It was good for me. And then our next beautiful blue comes from by Danny Viana, and you can hardly tell this one is a blue because look at all the goodness inside it. You can kind of see right up here that beautiful blue pigment. But by Danny Viana brings us So Long Rasputin, which makes me sad because this is the last polish in the Anastasia series. And I've been loving that series. Um, but it's coming to a close with this polish. It is described as being a dark blue base with red to copper magnetic pigment. Oh, yeah. And UCC flakes. It's going to be $13 and it'll be capped at 200 bottles. Yeah, that's a lot of magnetic pigment in there. Check that out. Whew. This one is vampy. Vampy, vampy, vampy. Anastasia is the best Hey Mercedes. It just gives me all the nostalgia. I love it. And I love the gusto behind the name too. So long, Rasputin. And I think about, yeah, I'm like, go, Anastasia. Tell him goodbye. So here is one coat of by Danny Viana, So Long Rasputin. You can see that beautiful dark blue base. It looks it looks not that dark. I mean, it looks dark, but it doesn't look super dark in one coat. But as you continue to build it up, it does deepen up. And I would say it is borderline one of those shades that is like, is it black? Is it navy? I'm not too sure, but you know it's black. And then all the shimmer is beautiful, beautiful in there as well. So this is by Danny Viana, So Long Rasputin, $13 and capped at 200 bottles. They have a live show. Who has a live show? Anastasia? What? How did I not know this? Okay, and then the last one, sorry, I got excited, is from Rogue Locker, and it's called Red Luna. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It is described as being a deep red to purple to green to gold multi-chrome with scattered hollow flakes. It's going to be $13 and capped at nothing, no cap. And it is continuing the plants series. Oh my gosh, all the shifts in this are divine. Divine. And you all know I love hollow flakes. I could just, every maker could put them in everything and I wouldn't get tired of them. Never. I love hollow flakes. This one had a crazy, gorgeous formula. Look at that. I think my nail length, good in 2 coats. If you've got longer nails than me, you might want a third. But very fall-like. And I feel like at extreme angles, like when I look at it like this angle, I see like a dark, like gray, charcoaly, greeny gray. And then I move it around and I see the pink and I see the gold. And I know that that's what multi-chromes are supposed to do, but with all of the hollow in here, it just kicks it up a notch. It's so pretty. So that's Rogue Lacquer, Red Luna, bleh, Red Luna, $13 with no cap. Ah, I love that one. Love it, love it, love it. All right, we're going to go back and add second coats. I agree, Krista. That one's total fall vibes. Actually, most of these are, I feel like, fall/winter. I'm here for it. I'm ready to say goodbye to the super bright colors, if you can't tell. Being sarcastic. And then we're going back to Coloristic Carol Rio. This one will be $13 and capped at 100 bottles. And man, the hollow sure is pretty in here. So on the second coat, we start to get more of that beautiful blue base. It almost has a slight purple lean to it, like a periwinkle kind of lean. And you can see kind of right here where the light hits it, that shimmer, that subtle aurora shimmer. Oh, this one's so pretty. So that is 2 coats of Colorista Carol Rio, $13 and capped at 100 bottles. Oh gosh, y'all. I just realized I don't know what I'm going to pick to be favorites. What are your favorites so far? Maybe that will help me. And then going back to Vine Viana's So Long Rasputin, this one is going to be $13 and capped at 200 bottles. And I can't get enough of just magnetizing the bottle and then looking at, yep, that's so satisfying for some reason. All right, so I'm going to go on with the second coat and then magnetize it. This one, I would recommend either doing a thicker second coat and magnetizing or going in for 2 thin coats and then 1 third coat, regular coat, and magnetizing that third coat, just so you can get a nice even base color, because those blues sometimes can be a little bit, those dark colors can be a little bit uneven if you don't add enough layers. So I think 3 coats, magnetize the third coat for the best effect. Ooh, so pretty. Gosh, that's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Yes, it's so mysterious. I agree, Evan. Yeah, y'all like that too, huh? It's pretty. I'm glad you like it too. Yeah, those flakes in there and then the magnetic, it's like, wow, wow, wow. So that's by Danny Viana, So Long Rasputin, $13 and capped at 200 bottles. And if this live stream has been helpful for you, if you've enjoyed hanging out, then make sure to give it a thumbs up. That really helps out the channel. And then it also helps out all these makers because more people find out about their cool stuff. And then the last polish before you look at them, over black and magnetized, is Rogue Lacquer's Red Luna. And this one will be $13 with no cap. So pretty. I agree, Natalie. That pink nailed it looks beautiful this month. There were actually a ton. I went through the wish list this morning and I was like, oh gosh, because there were so many on the HHC site this month that I was just really loving. Do I need to buy more polish? Well, never, but I really shouldn't right now. And I still want to. Look at that. And I feel like the camera is playing down how sparkly this is. In person, it looks like diamond-like with how reflective those hollow flakes are. Like I can see a full rainbow. It's beautiful. And this one's going to be fully opaque in 2 coats as well, I think for everyone. So that's 2 coats of Rogue Lacquer Luna, $13 and no cap on that one. Man, I don't want to pick favorites. It's too hard. Okay, let's look at a mattified first. So this one is the Colorista Carol. I think my matte top coat did a number on that one. I don't know what happened with that, but anyway, that's the by Danny Viana, and then that's the Rogue Lacquer. Really beautiful. This one looks really interesting, mattified actually. That's cool. And then the only one that I thought looked, because this one was very opaque, and this one you kind of lost the blue over black. But I did put the Colorista Hero over black, and that's what that looks like. So I thought that was really interesting. You still see the blue Aurora from the Aurora Shimmer, and then you get all the hollow. Beautiful, beautiful. And this one, by the way, is not drying down textured enough to need a glitter smoother. I think it smoothed out fine on its own with a glossy top coat. So that is the Colorista Carol in 1 coat over black. All right. Favorites. Christine, you are an enabler. You're right. I'll just buy it all. Oh, goodness. Favorites. Mhm. And then after I pick favorites, I'll do a last recap if you came in live. I'll go over all the shades one more time and put them against my skin tone. Man, okay. I think I'm going to go with these three as my favorites. I like try to do this by thinking if someone said I'm taking all of them away and you can only keep three, which three would you keep? And for me, with my personal taste, because this is only personal preference, I think these are the three I would keep. I think they feel very original to my collection and super unique. I don't have any magnetics like this that have that same kind of blue base. And then I really love the contrast with the magnetic pigment in this one against the blue. I love the hollow in this Rogue Lacquer. It is beyond gorgeous. And I don't have very many shades of blue like this. It doesn't like in my head, this specific shade of blue, it seems like I should have something like this. I don't think I really have anything that's like this wintry. Definitely don't have anything with this base color and this amount of holographic. And yes, I want that. Of course, I want that. So I think I have to go with these three. But you all let me know while I'm doing a little recap. Which, um, what are your top picks? What are you thinking of grabbing, whether I shared it with you or not? The description, Shayla says that this is a dark blue. However, I say it's a dark blue with some green undertones. I definitely see some green in there. But once you build it up on a third coat, I think um, it looks pretty dark, black leaning blue. All right, recap time. So this is the Indie Polish. Oh, let me zoom you in. Ah, there we go. Indie Polish by blah blah blah. Indie Polish by Patty Lopez. Tears to Shed. That's two coats. The topper. Music City Beauty. Coat of many colors. You can see how that one dries down. It's pretty textured. Some people are all about that. If that's you, you're gonna love this one. Night Owl Lacquer Sexy Squash. That one's beautiful too. Look at those flakes. Bee's Knees Lacquer. Bunny? Baby Bunny on the Hill. Ah! I almost said Bad Bunny on the Hill. I know that's a celebrity. I don't really know who that is. Is it a rapper? I don't know. Then we have Lynn B Designs. Consider this my olive branch. Then we've got Indie Polish by Patty Lopez. The base color is called The Wedding Song. The topper is Tears to Shed. Then we've got Colores de Carol Rio. This one beside this one really looks like it's got purple undertones. And I like it. Bye, Danny Viana. Goodbye. So long, Rasputin. So long. See you later. I love the shift in that line. So cool. And then Rogue Lacquer Red Luna. I love that. I love that. So those are all the shades I have to share with you today. Again, if you haven't checked out the Hello Handmade Creation site, be sure to do that. There are so many more beautiful polishes that I'm probably going to buy that I didn't have to share with you today. Yeah, definitely go give them a checkout. That's what I was going to say. That made no sense. The shop opens on the 14th. And be ready to shop because, like I said, some of these items are capped, which means they are limited stock. They can sell out. And then the shop is open until the 21st. And I hope you had so much fun. At the live stream today, I had a blast. And if you weren't here at the beginning, I mentioned that this is my last HHC live stream for a little while, but I am going to next week do a Bluebird Lacquer Advent Calendar unboxing live stream. Woo! I'm so excited. I love those advent calendar unboxings. They're the funnest. So we're doing that next weekend, same time, same place, Friday, 6 p.m. ET. And then the following week, we will do Little Box of Horrors. I have some items for that to share with you. I should have a wildflower lacquer collection video coming at some point. And then what I wore videos will continue. Um, New indie brands. I've got one of those videos to edit and get up. So lots of fun stuff. Subscribe if you haven't already. Oh, thank you for the well wishes, y'all. I love them too. Hopefully, I'll still continue to do the lives. Um, I just might have to take a break at some point. um, but yes, thank you so much. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the support. I really appreciate it. I really do. But I hope you guys have a great weekend, a great long weekend if you're in the US. And I'll see you later, maybe next week, hopefully. Bye. Have a good one.